A design object only grows out of the synergy of various elements: creativity, research, innovation and marketing. In Italy, one firm has made all this a reality, bringing exclusive products to life, born from the union of technology and craftsmanship. This firm is SigeGold.
È una storia infinita, quella fra design e artigianato. The
relationship between design and craftsmanship is a never-ending and sometimes underestimated story. It is often forgotten, as we prefer to highlight the ties between design and industry, losing sight of the third element, craftsmanship, which, especially when talking about Italian production, completes a cycle of unique skills that give birth to real icons of style. SigeGold is moving in this direction. It brings design, craftsmanship and industrial organization together. All its doors grow out of weeks of designing and from a series of artisan skills, which work on the same object at different times and in different contexts. Each stage is carried out by hand, with processes that closely resemble the ancient techniques of the Renaissance. One by one, inlayers and decorators from the Academy of Fine Arts create the forms and flourishes that bring the details of every door to life. The panes of Murano glass and the patterns, rigorously hand-painted, complete these unique objects, inimitable because they are not serial produced. Honestly, for anyone who works the materials that go to make a SigeGold door by hand as I do, it is really stimulating to deal with different projects and lines that are sometimes audacious and sometimes lean to the more classical. Designers' ideas are real challenges, the starting point for weeks of manual work. In the end, I think it is precisely this painstaking process that encapsulates the true essence of Made in Italy. In practice, anyone choosing a SigeGold door is first and foremost choosing the end product of an exhaustive operation of research, experimentation, and design. It all revolves around different universes and the ability to cite and evoke. The history of art and contemporary design influence each other. They merge and meet to recreate original patterns, close to different styles, but different from any. Well, the particularity, and I think the strong point of the SigeGold work philosophy depends on the way we look at a door. In the past, it has been treated as a part of the structure of the building, as an accessory, or as a piece of furniture hinged to the wall. We want to overturn this vision and consider a door as an element that can complete, but also dictate, the style of the entire ambiance. During its years of activity, the SigeGold research team has set up a real abacus of styles, 19th century in its conception, but completely digitalized. A well of ideas that the company's designers can dip into to create each new collection. The result is a sincere product, which looks back to the themes and motives of history to take them up again with a critical modern slant. There is no hint of contrived imitation or sham replica. So our aim is certainly not to go back to styles that are now part of history, but rather to recreate atmospheres sometimes stolen from the past and sometimes rooted in our imaginary. The Bizarre collection is just this, an image conjured up by the cinema world, of places inhabited by the fantasies of Kubrick and Lynch, by the land of films like Eyes Wide Shut or Blue Velvet.
La formazione di questo team di lavoro.
The makeup of this work team takes into account the fundamental role of communication. For this reason, during the design stage, designers and researchers work side by side with marketing experts who do not only see to communicating the product, but also to recounting the studies, the visions, and the sources that have shaped it.
Non esistono delle vere e proprie storie.
No real history of doors exists able to influence our work. Quite the contrary. What characterizes us is exactly this quest for totally original forms. To do this, we have created a real network of learning, of history, of design, and of craftsmanship. That enables us to offer a consultancy service targeted to architects and interior designers. SigeGold offers all designers the opportunity to redefine, step by step, every element in a door, counting on the support of our research team and the synergy established between the craftsmen, coordinated by the company. The market has decreed the success of this formula. Our numbers have increased exponentially, and we can affirm that today SigeGold is world leader in period doors.